this on? Turn this on. Turn it down, Maddie. Mackenzie. Hey everybody, I'm here. Well, welcome to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. I'm gonna make some empanada dough, and I'm gonna make some shrimp to go inside of the empanada dough. So what we're gonna need for the empanada dough is 2 eggs or 3, just depends on what you want. Some flour, Maddie, Mackenzie, turn it down a little bit, baby. Really cold butter. This device, this is used for cutting the butter into the flour. Okay. A rolling pin. I have a little bit of pancake mix that I add to it just to help it pump up a little bit, pump up the batter. And then you need a rolling pin to roll everything out. So the thing with if you want something to taste flaky or you want the consistency to be flaky, you're gonna need really cold butter and you're gonna need flour. The reason that you have this is because your body temperature will melt the butter. Just is what it is. And so you're gonna put it in the flour until it's kind of sand-like. So the reason we need a cone, we'll get back to that later. So for right now, I'm just gonna open up this really cold butter. And it's real butter, not the margarine or whatever that is supposed to be making and using. I don't do that. I don't roll like that. And you know why? It's Chanel's Reality, okay? Let's get into it, okay? Oh, but before you start doing anything, you should wash your hands. And I've already washed mine. So that's the first step. So I'm going to put out some flour. I probably would also sift this dough, but we're just not gonna do that today. I'm just not in the mood for that right now. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this pancake batter, flour, whatever you want to call it. I'll put a little bit of that. The reason I use that is because I want it to have a little kind of a puffed up, flaky dough. So you put your flour out. Let's mix this together. Oh, that's the thing. Y'all need to be able to see me. Oh, please. Put some. My friend probably like, if you move my wine one more time. Okay, so you want to be able to see much of me, but I'll move this. No, I'll move this back so you can see better. And then I'll move this. This is why you need a production team. All right, so we have everything kind of mixed in. Probably could put some salt in this. Because my dough, unless you buy the little empanada things at the store that's already pre-made, they don't come seasoned. So I'm gonna add some sea salt. Regular salt. And a little bit of this seasoning. Some onion powder. Not everybody does this with their dough, but like I said, I want my dough to be flavorful. So this is just it says gourmet steak seasoning. Doesn't really matter. All I care about is the flavor. As long as it got a flavor, we're good to go. Now we're gonna add a little onion powder. I don't know if y'all have Fiesta where everybody is that watches my videos, but it's just like a Spanish store where you can get more, probably I would say, I don't want to say homemade, but authentic items is what I would say. All right, I'm gonna put this back. All right, so now we're gonna add the butter to it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands. Oh shoot. Typically what you're gonna wanna do is cut the butter up first. So let me just dry my hands and then we'll cut the butter so that it'll incorporate into the empanadas better. Okay? So, need a knife. All the knives in here. Alright, we got some knives. And I'm gonna just put my hair in this little bun so that it doesn't get into the flour. So I'm cutting these not too big so that you can cut this into the dough you're making. We want our empanadas to be not only flavorful, but flaky. So now I'm gonna turn them into even smaller. As I say, if I had a production team, somebody else would be doing this, but I don't. It's just me on Chanel's Reality, okay? Like I said, I don't really want to touch the butter because my temperature, even though it seems fine to me, it might and it will eventually make the butter soft. So you see how you can hear me doing it? That lets you know that I have to cut through something. Oh, also, this is how you make biscuits as well. And ain't nothing better than some homemade biscuits. I'm just saying. It takes no time to really make because it's really flour, some sort of leavening agent like baking soda or baking powder, egg wash so that they turn brown in the oven. And people ain't at your house like, sis, just buy the biscuits. You want them to look appetizing, is my point. All right. So now that we got all of that completed, now we're gonna use this. This is good for anything you need to like get through, but specifically for this because, like I said, if you use your hands, it's gonna warm up the butter, and then it's not gonna be flaky. And then why would we make these not flaky to begin with? Uh-uh. Now, after you make this dough, you're going to want to put it in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes. If you're going to be making empanadas or some sort of other baking dish, especially with the holidays coming up, then you want to make sure you can make it in advance, right? So I'm just going to make sure I get the flour incorporated a little more in the middle. So you want these, you want when you're done for the butter to be incorporated, but not melted. And that's the reason for this. And that's gonna give you flaky, whatever it is you're baking or making. This rocking motion ensures that the butter doesn't get stuck as much. You see how I've been getting it stuck? But if you rock it, it's gonna go all the way down. Now, if you have your dishwasher on, it's gonna heat the cabinet. So don't put fruit, vegetables, or anything like that. And you certainly wouldn't want this because why? It's gonna warm it up. Alternatively, you could use, you can melt the butter. The ones I made a few days ago, I melted the butter and put that in the middle. But I felt like the dough came out more like hard to manage. It wasn't hard to manage, but it was like when you're rolling it out, it just didn't give what it should have been giving. It seemed like it was like, you know, I'm rolling it out and then it's squeezing back into this little thing. And I'm like, I'm rolling it out and pulling it out. What the hell is happening? What you watching, Mackenzie? What? Are you watching on Kitty TV? Like Disney, Nickelodeon? Where are you watching this? Oh, Netflix. Okay. What's the name of it? Twix? Oh, okay. Whatever you say, sis. Hmm? Oh, okay. All right. Now that we have our what do they call them? Butter mixed into our flour, we're going to make a little dome for the eggs. So we're gonna have the flour here, and we're gonna put the eggs in the middle. Alrighty, here's the eggs going in. Kenzie, baby, what okay, never mind, I found it. I'm like, what did I do with my phone? Alright, so just so you guys can see it, I might need a little more flour, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a little more flour around here. And we'll see. Turn it down, baby. So you're gonna just put the flour in and mix it up. And your hands are gonna get yucky. See, no egg left behind. Now you don't want to over mix this because remember, your hands, your body temperature will make the butter melt. And so we don't want to lose all our good buttering that we did. You don't want to over flour it either, because then it changes the composition of the dough. But you do want to make sure you get it together, like so. So listen, it's kind of together right now. It's kind of where you want it to be. All right. You want to try to make a ball of it, keeping in mind that you don't want to do this too much because, again, your body heat. Let's see, it's coming together. You see? It's making itself into a dough. All right. So then you're going to start the kneading of it. And remember, you don't want to knead too much. Why? Why do you say? Just because you don't want your body heat to raise the temperature of the butter. Now, it's going to do it a little bit because of you trying to put it together. But we're not going to do a whole lot of that. So on the surface, I'm going to put a little bit of flour here, just so I can roll the dough. And then you're gonna put flour on all of your utensils. So this needs flour too. All right. So from here, just making it into a little ball of love. And then we're going to roll it out. See how quick that was done? It didn't take much, did it? Nope. So before we fry these, we're gonna put this dough back in the refrigerator. I might put it in the freezer so to save time, but we want to let this sit. So we're going to put it in a Ziploc bag and let it sit and love on itself. Alrighty. So we'll come back live after 30 minutes of the dough sitting. So now I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna leave this here because we're gonna need that. What do you call it? No flour left behind or no dough. You know what I really want to make? I want to make bread one day. So I will see you guys next time. In the meantime, thank you for tuning in to another episode. Chanel, yeah, ooh, that water's getting hot. Bye guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.